to San Francisco. We're going to do a test drive of the new X6M. The new X6 came out a few months ago. I haven't had a video because it was not much different from the X5. Now I just wanted to combine video into both. So we're going to look at what the X6 gives you, and then we're going to drive the actual X6M. X6M and X5M is pretty much the same except for the body shape. So the difference with the X6 is the shape of the car. You have the sloped roof, what they call the Sport Activity Coupe. The car is shaped like a coupe, but it's still an SUV, or as BMW call it SUV. So the difference, you still have a lot of room, a lot of legroom in the back. There are 3 seat belts in the back, so you can have 4 people in the car, and I still have plenty of headroom. So you're really not losing anything in here. Where you're really losing stuff is instead of being like a square piece, it's sloped down. So you can still put larger items, you can still fold seats down, but this is going to limit your space. And that's pretty much it. So this is the downside. The plus side is that the vehicle performs better, it handles better, because the center of the gravity is lower. So that's pretty much all I want to show on the outside. Let's get inside, we'll take it on the drive. Alright, so we're not going to talk much about the specs of the car. You can find it all online. What I really wanted to get a feel and to show is what it feels like driving. So just like all other M cars, you can customize, you can change a few things. Right now the default settings is everything is in comfort or efficient. So the throttle, which you can change here, that's right now in efficient. Suspension is in comfort mode, steering is in comfort, and shifting is in efficient drive mode. The driver, traction control is on, we're not going to touch that. I set different setting for the M mode, for the M1 right now, and we're going to try that later. And I basically changed everything to sport and to aggressive shifting. Traction control is still going to be on, and it's not the Sport Plus, so it's not the most aggressive mode. So again, right now this is just comfort. It still is extremely obviously powerful, but pretty smooth. So right now, this is 7th gear, it tells me which gear I'm in. And now I'm in 3rd. So it responds really well. By the way, this is not a DCT, so it's just a regular 8-speed transmission, but it's a sport transmission, so it's tuned differently, tuned more for performance. And again, as you can see, the car handles great. Compared to the older model, it's said to have about 20% better fuel efficiency. The car is lighter by a few hundred pounds, better 0 to 60. And but the main thing is the drive feel. If you saw my other videos, I really like the new X5 because of the way it feels. It's mostly basically like you drive in a 7 Series, you just sit higher. And this car is no different. It's very comparable to the M5. It's a similar powertrain too. So we drove a little bit in the regular mode or the comfort mode, and now we're going to come to my favorite spot where I do the fun videos. There's a little bit of traffic, so I'm going to see if I can get around, and then we're going to go to M mode. I think we're in luck. Alright, so I preset the M, and we're on. Alright, so just like with the old car, with the old X6M, there's really a little bit too much power to do. You cannot even use all that power in city streets. This is 5th gear, and right now I have 2 Toyotas racing, and I cannot get around them. Well, maybe I can. Maybe I can. So again, it's not much different from driving an M5. I sit higher, the car feels more substantial. Light. Alright, so we can come down a little bit. One thing with these cars, you kind of get used to the speed, and then you have to slow down. You think you're already driving slow, or you're stopping, and then you're still going 30 miles an hour. Okay, this is 60, so I don't know if you can measure it, but as you can see, this is about 4 seconds 0 to 60, no problem, up the hill, not even the most aggressive mode. Again, I'm not the most aggressive driver. I have friends that would have driven here much faster, but I can still have some fun. Another thing, you cannot see it, but you can change the head-up display view from the regular to the M-Drive mode. So in front of me, I see the tachometer, I see the gear and the speed on the nice big display, colorful. It's really nice. Again, you have to be in the driver's side to actually see it. That was interesting. So we hit like kind of like a pothole, but the car really took it well. Took all the body roll and this way out of it, and just it's really nice and controlled. So it really gets you going. It's a lot of fun, but you still feel totally safe, even though it's not a sports car. It's a heavy full-size SUV. Okay, so this is the end of the ride. There's a stop sign over there. What we're gonna do, I'm just gonna do a U-turn and head back and do a little bit of more driving downhill. And again, it feels like I'm not even driving, and I'm driving 25 miles an hour. So when you drive in sport mode, like here in the city, you do feel the difference. It's definitely stiffer suspension, and it kind of feels like it wants to go fast. So it's not, it's not tuned for city driving. You can always shift back to comfort, but right now this is not the best setting. So I'm going back on the highway. And let's do it again. Beautiful how it takes turns. It just feels very easy, very solid. Definitely all-wheel drive helps, because this is pretty much the fastest BMW you can get with all-wheel drive, unless maybe you get back to something like a B7 Albina with all-wheel drive, but again, that's a different story. It still might be faster. Here I should be careful. There's another bump somewhere here that when we were driving in M4, I almost flew out. That could have been it. No, that's right here. There it is. Okay. Alright. So if anybody's wondering where we are, this is Guadalupe Parkway, or Guadalupe Canyon Parkway. This is a highway between 101 in Brisbane, that's going all the way up to Daly City. It's a beautiful piece of road to just go on a ride. Alright, and now just for the contrast, I'm just gonna go out of the M mode. So now this is regular comfort mode. You can hear the engine gets much quieter because it shifts much lower with 5th gear. The steering is a little bit softer, so kind of like easier, more comfortable to use. Suspension is definitely softer, so it really calms you down. I can literally feel my heartbeat going down. as you can see, I mean, it was no surprise, but if somebody needs a family car, needs a car to go to snow, and still wants to have as most fun as possible, this will definitely do the trick. It's a lot of fun. It's a beautiful car. It's very comfortable, and like most other BMWs, newer cars, you basically get two in one. You get a comfortable drive, or you get a race car. So that's it. We got to the light. Thanks for watching.